My channel, it's Nazak Vidashia, back with another video. Today's video is about GBTC or Bitcoin Grayscale Trust. So before we begin, I want to say I'm not a financial advisor. You should always do your own due diligence and research before taking part in any investment scheme. So let's get into it. So Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. So titled and auditable Bitcoin exposure through an investment vehicle. I was about to say automobile. I don't know what's wrong with me. All right. So first things first. What is Grayscale Bitcoin Trust? So Grayscale Bitcoin Trust is basically a trust, like it's an over-the-counter trust or security that like you give money to and they buy Bitcoin for you, and that's how you grow your money. So you can see it's relatively stable. They charge 2% interest, 2% sponsors fee annually, and because of that, they're making $500,000 a year just on that. So much easy money, like seriously. So anyway, let's move on. I'd be interested to know though, would you be willing to invest in this for 12% for June, 12% on interest on your Bitcoin? And there's also a minimum $50,000 fee on if you invest in Grayscale, you have to pay at least $50,000. So annual fee is 2%, and Bitcoin per share you get 0.0009 per share. And there's no dividend or anything, but they had 23.2 billion assets under management so far. And they're only offered like on time to time when they're like needed on a periodic basis throughout the year, and it's currently closed. See, you can see that on the website. And the interesting thing is, if you go to the Bitcoin Treasury Reserve, this website that you can see Bitcoin treasuries in order, they have listed Grayscale as an ETF, which is interesting because it's not an ETF, it's actually a treasury, but it's over the counter. So it's an interesting mix of a ETF and a treasury and a security. So it's like mishmashed all together. So it's like a special security. And comparing this to like GLD or gold, like gold ETF, it's like very strange because GLD was the first ETF to track the price of gold and began trading in 2004. They have an expense ratio of 0.4%. So basically this is dirt cheap compared to GBTC. GBTC, like 2% in the stocks world and the finance world, is huge. Just to charge that. And GLD, like gold, is much cheaper. And FYI, guys, GLD was the first one to track gold, and some people say it's good as gold. So if you see their chart here, back in like March or February, it started going downward, and that's when the discount started. You can actually buy Bitcoin at a discount with this. So today you can buy it at 9% discount. Back in June, if you were quicker, you could buy it at like 10% discount. So I feel that when a trust price goes lower and it just wavers, there's more opportunities for you to keep an eye out on that. Also, if we go to our summary now, so there is no leverage for this ETF. There's no dividends for these ETFs. $26 billion assets as of June. Annual fee is 2%, no closing date, and you cannot redeem like cash for it. Well, you can of course withdraw, but you cannot like change it, like give them Bitcoin. You have to only give cash. And also there are more things here, like they're on stock, they're on Bloomberg, they're putting on GBTC, of course. And if we go back to their Google Finance, you can see the PE ratios of 0.68, which is actually surprising. It means it's severely undervalued. Investors aren't looking at this stock right now. They're not really paying attention to it, and it's kind of left alone. But it's trading at like a pretty steady rate. But because of like uncertainty as of right now, like still economy staggering, recovering from COVID, it is going up, down, up, down. So also, Grayscale is to buy up to 250 million in shares. Let's read on. So according to press release, DCG has authorized a purchase by DCG up to 250 million worth of shares of Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. DCG plans to use cash on hand to fund the purchases and will make the purchases open on the open market. So DCG did not specifically state the reason behind the buyback. They're buying back their own shares, but they're not stating why. So this could be a little issue here. So as Cointelegraph reported, GBTC traded at the steepest ever discount last week, with investors able to get exposure to Bitcoin at 13% below market value. That's interesting. So the regulatory go-ahead for ETFs to launch in Canada was thought to have contributed to Grayscale's headache, with investors looking for the best value proposition when it comes to embracing the traditionally volatile asset class. So author of Layer Money commented over the weekend, a United States Bitcoin ETF will unleash a wave of retail buying that will bend minds. That is like a pretty steep statement. And that's all for today. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you found this information helpful, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And you made it till the end. That's also your cue to subscribe. So bye and see you in the next video.